Alrighty. I'm just going to give it a minute for people to get on, and then we will get this show on the road. Here we are. A few more seconds. There's the main man, Sebastian. All right, well, it shows a bunch of watchers, even though nobody's posted yet, so we'll get started. Tonight, we have ourselves Case of Game of Thrones Inflexions International Edition. Break is sponsored by Blowout Cards. Let's see how we do. Oh, geez, I want my camera up. There we go. 1 second here. I really do miss the days of Ustream, where it was all one thing. There weren't encoders. There they all are. No, this is not a new set. It's been out for a while now. How you doing tonight, Jason? Is it the last set? No. There is at least one more set. They had announced, I forget exactly what they were saying it was going to be called, but it was some sort of like a an all-encompassing set. Hey, Liz. we got? Parallel, card 54, some base. We start with gold of Stephen Delane. Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, it still puts me just outside of anything that I would want for my set. I mean, it is a decent pick for me. Base. There's a lenticular. And gold of Esme Bianco. Oh, Liz, I was going to email or message you. I have like a ton of daily searches for eBay. And yesterday, I did not get a chance to get to my searches until later in the day. I was, running some errands and doing some things. So when I finally got to them, I check, and under my search for Valerian steel, here's one of our mirrors, number 18, Euron and Cersei, and a stamp of Sansa. Come on. So anyway, somebody had put a full gold set up of Valerian steel with a buy it now. It was either $350 or $399. Can't remember which. So I went to click on the link and it was already sold in a couple of hours. I mean, I don't know exactly when it got listed, but it wasn't in my Friday search, but it was in my Saturday search. I would have bought that in a heartbeat and then just sold off my singles. I probably could have sold my singles and almost made that much money back. Base, parallel. Paul K. Wait, all gold so far. What do I need? I need right in the middle. I have 1 and 2, and then I have 1, 2, 5. I have 8. I have Valerian, and I have Inflections. So I believe I need 3, 4, 6, and 7. Lenticular. And when I was, I think I messaged. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Full bleed of Tim McInerney. But I was bidding on a binder. Somebody had a season 7 binder. And one of the people that's in my mail service is a big Star Trek collector. And they also had some Star Trek binders. So the two of us, to split on the shipping costs, we're like, oh, we'll go in. There was they had 2 binders that they liked, and they had a season 7 binder for me. Here's Daenerys and Jon Snow in the mirror, and then the season 7 binder ended up with shipping went for $73, I think. Roger Allam, Harry Lloyd duel. Getting all the low ones out of the way first. Let's try this one. I was really looking forward to the Philly show because there's always this one guy who has all these binders up on in this one corner, and I never bother. I just skip on through. And I said, I'll get them someday. So I was just gonna say, I was just gonna buy all the binders he had that I needed. I don't know how much he was asking. What are these felt? Yeah, that one feels a little heavier. Parallel. All right, a little better. Gold of Rory McCann. Lenticular. Swad Ferres. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't even bother. Some of these names. You know what? I'm going to run out of soft sleeves here. There's Aria and Hound. And 16 of 25, we got the Aria Metal, the Artifacts card. Put that one over there. Nice. Now I'm trying to think, at my pick, what will still be there that I could use for my set? Will any of the, will a relic be there? Maybe, you know, I bet you a stamp would still be there. Why do these cost so much? Because they were expensive right out of the gate. They were working off of Valerian Steel, which I want to say Valerian Steel was roughly $2,000 a case to begin with. Oh, the metal card? Well, they're serial number to 25. They have great artwork. Gold Bella Ramsey. And you only get one a case. Actually, you don't even get, sometimes you don't get one. Lenticular. Sebastian Croft. The only thing you got to make sure on with the metal ones is the you can pull the original artwork. So those they sell for a ton. Oh, whoops! I didn't open up one of the packs. Well, let me put that down. All right, that's the 3 packs from that box. Then you also have those people, the completists, where they really want to have every card. Shay and Tyrion Reflections, and Richard Dormer Gold. I'm going to move these base cards over here because eventually they're going to block the camera. There's a parallel. And Isabel Lorente Sellers. Here's our base stamp, which is just the little Iron Throne one. And another Daenerys Jon Snow in the Reflections. I still remember in the Valerian Steel breaks, we had pulled the original artwork for the Aria, and either, I always get these guys mixed up for some reason, but Sicilian, Slim, Seminole, one of those two guys got that one. That was a beauty. Ben Crompton, Valerian version. I was definitely nervous sending that one off. Let's see. Good. No, none of these feel special. There's Bran and Hodor. Thomas Brody Sangster and Ellie Kendrick duel. That was focused to say. There it goes. Parallel. Good old King Joffrey. Jack Gleason. Lenticular. Lucy Hayes. So has anybody had any good pickups lately? Tom Hopper. How are you doing tonight, Tim? There's a lenticular. And bordered of Megan Parkinson. I think I'm gonna run out of soft sleeves. Ah, good for you. And here's Davos and Gendry on the Reflections. And VR7 Daenerys. We're getting by. You know, I was sorting cards from Rise of Skywalker Series 1. I haven't finished sorting all the inserts, but I was given about 5 or 6 boxes worth of base and inserts. I know I came up with one set I need, I think, 3 or 4 base cards for. Parallel. Toby Sebastian Gold. My only pickup that I had so far was I got the Valerian Steel out of Season 7. They had the 3 case, they were the case toppers, the alternates, and you could get a regular or a gold. So somebody had the 3 golds up, but the description was a little off. So, I mean, I was happy. It was only $10 for the 3. Gethin Anthony. You gotta pick up a little bit on these autographs. I need some good ones to make my pick a little better. Jon Snow stamp. Bronn and Jaime on the Reflections. Yeah, so for Season 7 now, all I need are the expansion cards, the regular and the golds. I don't think I picked up any of them. And oh, you know what? I didn't get the Jon Snow out of the alternates. Let's see. I'm not even sure what my want list is like anymore. Parallel. I could believe it. Aidan Gillen. Come on. The Aria Metal Artifacts card, Brian. That's our biggie so far. Autograph wise, except for that, the Joffrey, the Richard Dormer, and we got the Daenerys and the Relic. We haven't gotten gotten to our sketch yet. Richard Rycroft. Stavros and Gendry. That's round 3. Indira Varma, Rosabelle, Laurenti Sellers. You know, I was actually shocked that that Beyond case filled as quick as it did. So, I mean, I don't know. Cost-wise, I'm not sure if a two-caser is. Well, I should say, do you mean like a reverse hit? You know, I was looking at the other cases that we had opened of that, and that, except for that sketch, that was actually one of the weaker cases we had opened. I mean, I was looking at some of the other ones where we had like the one case we had the Pike relic, a Peg auto, and I want to say uh, Zachary Quinto auto relic, all in the one case. James Faulkner. Which is kind of a bummer because, you know, for the longest time when we were breaking them, they were geez, weren't they down? They were down to 500 for a while. I want to say we did 2 or 3 of them then. 640, they're kind of like it's like just out of the range. There's our sketch. Tyrion and Shay. And being that the character in here is white, I'm going to guess this is the Night King, I guess. But this is Louise Draper. But you have a figure riding a horse across the winter landscape there. Louise Draper always does some top-notch work. I'm not sure if that's like an actual, like a screenshot that she did a sketch of. Rob Callender. We need our cut auto. I think the thing with that though, they're not guaranteed. You know what though? That might, I think that's a relic. All right. And Christopher Heavdew, I don't know, Tormund Giantsbane. Particular Ron Donachie. got our gray worm, Reflections, and this is VR11, the other Denarius. All right, so we're doing good on our relics. Take a quick drink here. There's our parallel. And it looks like Nell Tiger free. Not sure if any of you can't talk. If any of you frequent the NSU forum, but there was a little bit of chat on there. I had actually asked if there was any updates on the Philly show for the fall. Sarah Dillon, and based on what everybody's been hearing and other shows all being canceled, it's not looking too good. Also, I have a feeling that the National is not going to happen either. There hasn't been one peep ever since they made, I mean, at least I haven't seen anything since they made the announcement. There's a Giants stamp, Night King, and Ben Stark on the what do you call it? What? Did we just miss an autograph? Oh no, it's one hit. Never mind. Right, 5 cards. Just want to make sure I'm not I'm not missing something. Valerian is one. I think I just had a brain fart. That's all. Yeah, 2 autographs per box. That's what I get for not paying attention. But anyway, I haven't seen any updates about the National since they announced that they were going to move it to the week before Christmas. So I'm going to have to guess that it's yeah, just like I said, Liz, I just had a little lapse there. That's what happens when I'm doing 3 different things at once. One thing in my brain, one thing in my mouth, and one thing with my hands. Parallel. And a Valerian of Natalie Emmanuel. Lenticular. And Kathleen Anthony number 2. The other one was a gold. Jamie Braun, Reflections. Tom Hopper, James Faulkner. Man, our duels have really been the bottom of the barrel here. Now, on the checklist here, dual autograph cards. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of decent ones. Oh, we definitely haven't hit any of them. Parallel. Joseph Quinn. Got another relic here. Not maybe not. Felt a little thick, but then it didn't. Nope. Now it's lenticular, so that's cool. Roxanne McKee. And we got here Brienne and Tormund on the Reflections. Ooh. Come on, focus. Somebody tell me how rare the I Choose Violence one is. I believe that one is mighty rare. I'm going to put that one off to the side. That just made the case. No idea. I just know that they don't come up nearly as much. Aloha there. Parallel. Keisha Castle Hughes. Lenticular. All right, now let me see how bad my memory is here. So S. Waitzer 8, however you pronounce that. Since you're saying aloha, are you Star Wars 808? Stas Nair? Can't have a break without him. There's a printing plate. And we got Sand Martell and our Reflections. Did you get your last package? I don't know how long it's been taking to get to Hawaii. Card 124. And at least we got a black printing plate. I felt bad when the box, the plastic on the box from the Joker figure cracked. So I know they're not the same as a Joker one, but yeah, I like putting these better so the stickers match back up. Now, I believe this one, Tara Fitzgerald Blue. Yeah, I'll show you in 1 second, Liz. I'm just, let me jump over to the checklist. Now, where's the blues at in this checklist? Yeah, so that's the okay, so that's the one that's exclusive to the international boxes. Here you go, Liz. Okay. Lenticulars. Ben Crompton in the gold. And here's Bran and Hodor. Card number 105. And it's a cyan printing plate. Looks like the part where Euron takes over. They do that thing where they drown you. Yeah, where's Eugene Simon? Parallel. And Brendan Cowell. Well, I mean, we got our Stas Nair. Can't have a break without him. Now you need Eugene Simon and Finn Jones to round it out. Lenticular. And Donald Sumter. And we got Sand and Martell in our reflections. Now, I think we got ourselves another duel. And let me just find this one. No, it's just extremely. I thought this one was a. For some reason I thought this was a rare copy, but still, it is by far our best duel. There we go, Carice and Steven. I just hope we get a cut in this one, because we don't always get a cut. That'll really be a nice topper for this thing. Well, then maybe it was. It just shows extremely limited. So I thought, for some reason, I thought it was a scarce. Pilu Asback. Hello tonight, Sandy Frank. Lenticular. And Esme Blanco. Yeah, she wrote her character name. I'm not sure if that's any more, if she did that on all of them. I know the gold ones, and most of the ones that I remember seeing, she just did like the 3 X's. And the gold one that we pulled had the 3 X's. Or no, that's Roxanne McKee that does the X's, right? And Cersei and Euron. And Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Danny Corrine and Joseph Quinn. 2 boxes to go. So our big thing that we're looking for here is one of the cuts. Maybe a 3rd relic. Let's see, we already got 4 stamps and we got 2 plates. So I think a cut and another relic is really going to be about it. I mean, obviously we could get a good autograph, but on top of that. And then we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 duels. I want to say that's going to be about it for them too. Parallel. Roger Allam. And we got our first double. A Valerian of Donald Sumter. I remember when we were opening up the Valerian steel cases, I feel like we'd pull like 3 of him. All right, this pack feels thick, and it is. And it is VR10 Tyrion and Arya and the Hound and the Reflections. Base cards over here. Okay, so we are down to our last box. You know, again, except for a good autograph, a cut is the only thing left. So here's hoping. I don't think we usually get 4 relics in a pack. And I don't see anything thick. So I'm going to say we did not get a relic in this case. I mean, excuse me, a cut in this case. Which is a bummer. You get a cut, I mean, I want to say about 80% of the time. It's not always, but it's most of the time. All right, we got Uncle Ben, Joseph Mawley. He doesn't want to go in. There he goes. Lenticular. Full bleed of Megan Parkinson. All right, so we're going to whimper out of this case, it looks like. And Littlefinger and Lord Varys. I think that's the only one we got of that one. I know you get 1 set plus however many extras. Well, actually, this isn't terrible to end on. We got Uncle Ben and Bran, Joseph Mawley and Isaac Hempstead Wright duel. I mean, there's definitely a lot worse that we could go out on. And for Tim and Liz, we did not pull Eugene Simon or Finn Jones in this case. So that in itself is a miracle. Okay, quick recap. We got our metal artifacts is Arya. Let me show you that one. We got a winter scene with somebody on horse, Louise Draper. And we got 2 printing plates. We got the blue Tara Fitzgerald, 4 stamps. Our 3 relics. We got 2 of the Daenerys and 1 Tyrion. That's our border of Megan Parkinson, no big deal. And these are the Valerians. Ben Crompton, Donald Sumter number 1, Donald Sumter number 2, Roger Allen, Esme Blanco, or is it Bianco? Bianco. And she wrote Roz on that. Pilu Asback, Brendan Cowell, Jensen Anthony, Natalie Emmanuel, Ron Donachi, Christopher Heavue, Aidan Gillen, and Jack Gleason. So there's a couple of decent ones in there. On the golds, Joseph Mawley, Ben Crompton, Keisha Castle Hughes, Roxanne McKee, Nell Tiger Free, James Faulkner, Gethin Anthony, Toby Sebastian, Tom Hopper, Rosabelle, Laurenti Sellers, Richard Dormer, Bella Ramsey, Rory McCann, Paul K, Esme Bianco. Yeah, and she just wrote an X in there. Stephen Delane. Our duels, we got 2 good ones. So let's see. We got Danny Korean, Joseph Quinn, Tom Hopper, James Faulkner, Indira Varma, Rosabelle Laurenti Sellers, Thomas Brody Sangster, Ellie Kendrick, Roger Allen, Harry Lloyd. And then we also got Joseph Mawley, Isaac Hempstead Wright, and Carice Van Houten, Stephen Delane. Now, our full bleeds. Megan Parkinson, Staz Nair, Joseph Quinn, Sarah Dillon, Rob Callender, Richard Rycroft, Lucy Hayes, Sebastian Croft, Saud Fares, Tim McInerney. So the full bleeds are pretty weak, except for Lena Headey with I Choose Violence. Let that focus. There we go. I forget exactly how much more rare that inscription is, but I know it is definitely more rare than the regular. So that is our break. Thank you for watching. Join the Facebook group, iFish73 Non-Sport Group Breaks. We're still trying to fill DC Bombshell Series 2 and also Rick and Morty Season 2. And then over on Blowout Cards, I don't know which breaks I have. Oh, Outlander Season 4. I haven't had a chance to go in there. Looks like we're going to try and change that break up to get it to fill, maybe like a box break. I will be submitting, hopefully I'm going to get to them either tonight or tomorrow, another Star Trek Beyond, and I think we should stick to just one case at a time. Brian, I think you're the one that mentioned doing 2 cases. I need to put in the Twin Peaks 2019 archive box. I will be putting that one in. I just haven't had a chance. And I saw, I think it was Jenna had asked about another Star Trek break. I got to take a look at that one. And I'm not sure if I'm missing any others that people have asked for. But we'll get them all in and give them a try. So also on Blowout Cards, if you go to my thread, the iFish73, get to know your group break hosts, you'll see in my signature a link that if you copy and paste that in, it brings you to MailChimp. You can subscribe. I send out a email. At the absolute most, I usually do once a week. Usually it's less than that. Like I always say, I know I get enough spam. You don't need any more. And I give a little update on what breaks we've got going on. And I think that's about everything. Subscribe to the YouTube page too. Why not? Thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody on the next break.